Well, hey. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mecheline Muhammad, and I am a midlife content creator going for what makes me happy, taking leaps of faith unapologetically, and doing me because I can. Okay. But I am grateful to have you here. I'm glad that you took a moment to look at my video. I hope that something on here helps you and or that something resonates with you. If it does, please be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought one way or the other. I'm okay with it. If you like what you heard, you can please like and subscribe to this page, not page, but channel, and hopefully you'll get to watch me on my journey. If you are also a YouTube channel owner, a new YouTuber, a midlife tuber, a Gen-Xer, and I'm not limited to them, but I'm noting you specifically and Baby Boomer. Please let me know in the comments so I can go and check you out and follow you too. Okay, and subscribe to you and check out your videos so I can go through and do some liking for you as well. Teamwork make the dream work. Okay. Anyway, today is my day 5 of my 30 videos in 30-day challenge. So I'm doing 30 and 30 as a challenge to myself, but I have invited anyone who cares to participate to go ahead and participate in it, and you just jump in where you fit in. So if you just starting out, go ahead. If you are up to 15 days out, go ahead and add them so long as they were consecutive days, like, back to back to back. Asking those who maybe upload a video once a week for like 15 weeks. Y'all way ahead of us because y'all had them 15 weeks. That's a long time. Okay, that's about 4 months almost. Okay, but today is all about getting started, getting comfortable, becoming skilled. Okay, I've been doing a lot of deep diving. I'm glad that I have. You're going to notice some differences with my video today, for those who have been watching and for those who haven't. If I look a little more like I've been on here longer than not, it's because I've been doing my homework. Okay. Anyway, I hope I have the pleasure of getting to see other newbies. Just chat in the comment section, and give me your thoughts, your outtakes on it. What did you see? What did you get? How did it make you feel? Whatever you have. And listen, there's a little spot down there let's all help each other. Let's become a community. Why can't we do that? We should be doing that. But I know it's competition. I know that it's YouTube. I know everybody out to get there. But listen, it's something about that teamwork. I'm serious, and y'all know it. Nobody alone makes it. Everybody has some form of team. Even a brand, a name has a whole team behind them. Okay, whole team behind that one brand name. Okay. So get into the meat and potatoes. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was how, and I'm sorry, I am going to have to refer to these notes because, honey, listen, ooh, and that's that. Okay, so back to what I was saying. If you go to the very beginning of my videos, and right now in the stage that I am right now, I don't have very many. This is my day 5, but it is the sixth video that I've uploaded, and and the I don't count the very first one because of the copyright issue that I had on it, where I had the video playing in the background, and I wasn't aware that you could not do that. So when I posted the video, I had a violation, um, that basically said that I wasn't penalized as a channel. However, I could not use this video if I wanted to get monetized, etc., etc. And I had to go through and try to remove the sound. So there are pockets of no sound at all whatsoever. You gotta excuse me. I got these Invisalign in my mouth, and sometimes it's easier than not to talk with these trays in my mouth. But uh, I had to go through and remove the sound. So there are portions of that video where you can hear me speaking, and then portions of the video where it's just me. You make up whatever you want because you can hear a thing. In order to cut out the music, they had to cut out the sound. That's how they did it. And still, it's not it's not open to every region. It's blocked in some regions. So that video is not the video I count as the first one, although it was my breakout video. I consider my second video the breakout video because you can hear everything, number one, two, and then it's also where I introduced the 30 and 30 day challenge. 30 videos in 30 days consecutively back to back to try to gain a level of comfort where posting videos was concerned, learn how to post the videos, to have some clean, clear, clear cut and concise videos, trying to hone in on, a niche if I am going to follow a niche, because me and niche, restriction. I see niche, I see restriction, I put them together because you then block yourself into this one particular thing. And I don't fall in that category. I'm pretty sure of that about myself. Okay. And where niche is concerned, I don't want to have like a bunch of channels to have to maintain. In addition to everything else that I'm doing, even trying to build this one channel right here, I'm learning it's going to take some adjusting to my schedule that I'm going to have to go and rearrange in order to better be able to manage this channel. But I'll talk about that a little bit more later. So one of the things I noticed is that my level of comfort is growing with every post, and I'm really happy about that because if you look at the other videos, you'll see I started off a little more rigid or a lot, and I'm just growing in it and becoming more myself in it, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. If there are some out there who understand what I mean. It doesn't matter that it's just you and the camera in the house alone. Nobody else is there. Nothing is, no audience or anything, but the knowledge that millions of people can and possibly will come across your video. It strikes a little bit of fear up in there, a little nervousness, getting a little sweats, you just can't talk right, the voice is quivering, it does. It take a little, you got to get comfortable with it. But I'm going to tell you this, what I'm seeing so far is that every post I make, I get a little bit more comfortable. And I'm loving that. I'm truly loving that. So if that is something that's holding you back, don't let it. Get it out there. Do that one video or make up your mind that so long as it's not super sloppy or anything like that, go ahead and post it, and talk about what you know in that moment. Okay? Talk about it. Talk about what you know in that moment. Talk about it, whether it's your first video, whether you don't know what to talk about, whether you're, a newbie, you're a Gen Xer, whatever's going on with you. Talk about that. Let that, because it will flow from you easy. And when you're in those conversations, when you're having something that you can talk about, it just falls right out of you. Don't even have to think twice about what's going to come because it's genuinely how you feel and what you think, So there's that. All right. But like I said, just taking the plunge, that was the biggest hurdle for me to get over. As it is for most of us, you just got to get over that hump of the very first video. I'm telling you, after that first video, you start that first video and you send it off into the cloud and let it do what it's going to do. When you go to make that second video, you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable. And hence, going forward, it's going to be the same. So, okay. As far as feeling like I know what I'm doing, I did learn a lot. I do I do feel like I know how to do some things. I know where at least to go. I know at least where I should be studying. I know what some of the tools I need to be learning so that I can better, my videos for output. And I am looking forward to getting into that and learning that and becoming more acquainted with it so that I can do better with it. But it is all a process. Be patient with yourself. It's all a process. Okay? Be patient with yourself. Because, at the end of the day, we're moving at our pace. We're already doing something that, we probably never thought we would be doing. Maybe even some of us thought this is not for us, not our generation, it's not for us. But why not? Why not? I mean, why not? Right? So don't let that discourage you. Anything, whether you feel like you can get it or you can't, just looking at some of this stuff, I was just like, right, because when that brain work, and and sometimes I'm in a place where I just feel like I don't feel like having to do all that brain work. I'm serious, but this I actually like what I'm doing. I'm interested in doing it. And once I get it under my belt now, I ain't got a problem. I don't have a problem learning it. It's just the fact that I have to learn it. But once I have it, I got it, honey. I'll be rolling around here like the pros. Give me some time. Give me some time. I'm still in my 1 week. I started on November the 3rd. November the 3rd was my very first video that dropped ever on this channel. And I'm telling you, I think on that video I was like, so it gets easier. Trust me. It gets easier. You're gonna feel like you're progressing. You're gonna have this overall sense of belief. You could be good. You could be good. Okay. So I've been studying other videos and noticing, more so all of the different topics that I could be talking about, because some of these videos that are coming out and that I'm seeing, are things that I've either experienced or have some experience in, or can talk about myself from my perspective and my point of view. And I know, because I see it in other videos and I see the watchers, the likers, the subscribers, that there is actually a desire to hear those types of things. So that helps me feel a little better about what it is I want to talk about. It could be as simple as just doing a search about the things that you want to talk about, to see if anybody's chatting about it while you're out there. But let me tell you something. Don't let the fact that you don't see much or any of what you're talking about um, out there when you do a search, because it's possible that you would be the one to set that trend. Okay? You trendsetters, and some people are gifted with that. You just don't know. Sometimes people don't know what they want to hear about until they hear about it. At the end of the day, listen, somebody could do a video about ants and how they work, how they eat, how they sleep, where they go, and guess what you're gonna find? A bunch of subscribers and a bunch of likers and a whole bunch of people in the comment section talking about these ants and bears. Okay? Millions, billions, billions, quadrillions of people in the world, because it's not just limited to your country. This is the world. YouTube, you get exposed to the world, right? And with that being said, the interest of the people can lie anywhere. You don't know who else is out there doing whatever it is you do, liking whatever it is you like, have interest in whatever it is you have interest in, until you put it out there. Put it out there. Let's see what happens. Find out. And that's how it goes. And if it turns out it didn't work out, it was a video, you tried, you move on to the next. But give it time to work. Don't go to bed, put it up one day, go to bed, and think you're going to wake up the next day. And although that can happen for some people, and then for some it doesn't. And then later on down the line, some video you put up that you don't even think about no more is all of a sudden getting all these clicks. You just never know. You understand? I'm sure you do. Okay? All right, so leave that there. Okay, so just studying other videos, looking at other topics I could be talking about, just from my life experiences alone. And then do these things according to your level of comfort. Of course, I, I'm not going to do something that's going to make me uncomfortable, and I don't expect anyone else to do that. Where we are in age, but it doesn't matter where you are in age. Actually, don't do things that make you uncomfortable. But if let me tweak that just a little bit. Because stepping out of my comfort zone is a little bit uncomfortable. But you know the difference. I'm saying that if a topic doesn't feel comfortable to you to talk about to the public, some things are for you. Everything ain't for the public. You know, everything ain't for the public. But you will know that. Are there parts of you are willing to share? If you are, share them. For the parts of you're not willing to share, hold tight. It's nobody's business. Right. Okay. So, learning to build upon the tools that will help in this trade. So, editing software, music, captioning, learning how to do thumbnails, where to go to get help with thumbnails and cards and intros and outros and things like such. This would be the first video, once it is actually posted and uploaded, that will show what it is that I have been learning thus far, because it's the first time I'm actually going to be applying some of what I learned, and I hope that it's all cohesive. Because I'm not going to try to play around with this thing. I'm going to put it out there in the way that I believe it's supposed to go, and then see if it goes that and see if it goes that way. Of course, I'm going to try to make sure that it is cohesive and everything is flowing like it's supposed to. But I don't know everything about everything yet, so it would take me forever playing around with trying to get it to be perfect. You don't need perfection right now. You don't need perfection at all. Okay, what you need to do is just try it, start doing it, become consistent with it, and striving for that consistency. Your skills will grow. That's what's going to happen. That's what happens. That's just the cycle. That's just the way it goes. So don't focus on quantity. Don't focus on perfection, and even don't obsess over quality right now, because those things will come as you go. You will grow in it. You will grow in you. You will grow into your channel. And my gosh, next thing you know, you'll be looking down the line about 2, 3 months from now, even 2, 3 months from now, and your videos that you create in 2 or 3 months from when you first started will look completely different. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. That should have been the theme for today. Be patient with yourself. Okay. All right. So I am going to say that uh, planning, planning is important, and you got to plan with purpose. We hear a lot of. I even heard it, and I jumped on it from what I heard when I heard just get started. But that's the reason why I feel like I uh, I've been running behind all week. This week since I started on November 3rd. Well, I'm 5 days in, but now I feel like I'm behind because I just jumped in to get started, but I didn't have a plan, not liquor plan on how I want to get started. Just to go ahead and get started and talk about whatever, but I didn't have a plan about what I was going to talk about the next day. I didn't have a plan for a title. I didn't have a plan for give yourself a little outline to work off of. Don't be afraid to hold a book up while you sitting and trying to do your video. Refer to your notes. I see people doing on their iPad. I do have it here, and I guess in the future I may do that, but that just means I have to transfer them notes to that. I don't want to have to do that. I don't know if they wrote it on a piece of paper. Because, honey, I'm old school. That's what I do. That's what I do. I write it with pen and paper on a book. Okay? And I mean, that's even if I end up typing it somewhere. But I like my pen and paper. Ain't nothing like a good piece of paper and a pen. Or a pencil. Whichever your preference. But I like to write. And so that's what I do. I like to write. Okay? So make yourself a little plan. I went and I got myself a little planner, and this planner just helps me to map out a bunch of different things, from what I'm doing day to day, from how I'm planning the content for a particular day, even for a checklist to make sure that I'm, going over certain things before I actually post the video, because we don't know the things we don't know yet. We will learn these things, and you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that. Dig on another thing you didn't know that you didn't know. Because if you're new to it as a whole, I used to look at YouTube. I'm on YouTube for the sake of looking at YouTube, looking at videos, and I love my true crime. Okay, and I'll be on there, but I also look at other things, lots of other things. I'm on a soaper. I look at other soapers. I have a community on here. I mean, and other places. But I don't have other. This is my channel. And Mohammedville. Okay, well, yeah, that was my very first one, and that was not even done under this precipice. Like, it wasn't done under the you can monetize a channel. It wasn't done under the start yourself a YouTube midlife for this and this. No, we were very interested in homesteading, and we wanted to document a journey that we were doing on a piece of land that we had purchased at some point, and then, well, honey, I left. We talk about that time. That's not now. That's not. That's not now. Okay. Anyway, so at the end of the day, just uh, give yourself an outline. Give yourself something to go off of and run with when you are uh, choosing to do your video, so that you know it flows a little better for you, and it may even make you feel better. Do not give yourself analysis paralysis. Don't overthink everything, and don't talk yourself out of it. Okay, now if you build it, they will come. Hmm. What do you need to have a successful channel? Well, I'll tell you what you do need. You need some videos, right? So post, 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 post. Get you some posts out there. Get you some videos. Come up with your content. Come up with a thought. Have some things you want to talk about. Keep a little notepad next to you so that you can jot down little ideas that might come to you if you have a little download somewhere in the store, or at work, or wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And then find out that, oh, I should talk about that on the video. Maybe you should. Go ahead, talk about it on the video. Do that. You understand? That's how you start building. But just go ahead and post. People are not going to find that one little dust of sand, which is your one video, in the midst of that whole beach, which is all of YouTube, if you don't have enough videos circulating out there. And it is not just about the videos, there's more to it. Yes, with your titles and your tags and all that stuff. But again, that's learning as you go, and you'll come into that for sure. You will come into that. Okay, so post, 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 post. And at this point, with a lack of anything else to start with, all you can do is post. Okay, as far as skills and know-how and knowledge, that stuff is going to come to you as you go along. The more you post, the more you will gain. And also, don't forget to do your research. Research, 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 research. Don't forget to do your research. Okay. Bottom line, getting started, indeed, it does involve work, but it's not work that we don't know. It's not hard work. We know hard work, right? It's not hard work. It's fairly easy once you get into it. You just have to know what you're doing, just like anything. When you pull out a box or something and it got all these instructions or whatever, and you're just looking at it like, good grief, with all the pieces. We done bought a piece of furniture, had to put everything together, and they got every nook and cranny that you got to put. They didn't put nothing together for you. Just think about it like that. And little by little, you'll be putting it together. You can start seeing it take form, take shape. You're getting the pieces in, and once you start getting like your little structure, your little box, your something to work with, next thing you know, you have the other pieces just falling into place, nice and easy for you. And then at the end, voila, you got a whole piece. Okay, and in this case, what you will have is fulfillment of knowledge on how to do your videos and run your channel and create content for it, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so just put your videos up there. Stay consistent. You hear everybody saying it because it must be something to it. Consistency is important. It is key. Just stay consistent. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. And you may already know this. While I speak these things, I remind myself of it also. Stay consistent, because the consistency is the key. Everybody can't put up a video and just find themselves, with instant likability, a whole bunch of growth, a whole bunch of subscriptions, just like that. Some people hit the doggone jackpot, and it is what it is. Some people know how to make that happen, and it is what it is. Hey, I aim to learn from them, especially ones who are not gatekeeping and willing to share, and put that information is out there, free of charge. I might add. I am going to say that it's out there. I came to YouTube Academy to learn how to become a soaper back in 2012. Okay, and now I'm humbly saying I'm good at what I do. Period. Okay, so I'm saying that your growth and your likability and your sub count, your subscription counts, it will go up on you. Don't focus on that. I mean, yes and no, but have fun with it. Learn. Let things, take place. Rome wasn't built overnight or in a month for that matter. You know? And then, at the end of the day, people can't like what they don't see. You need videos. I would just focus on those. That's what I'm focusing on in particular. I just need to get videos up, but not just anything. I do want people to want to hear what it is that I have to say, and I do want them to like my content, and I do want them to feel that compelled to subscribe. So if you like this and this resonate with you, go ahead. Press the like button, subscribe button, drop a line in the comment section. I do want that. I do want that. But I know that it takes time for traction to happen sometimes. This is the nature of the beast. Did I? Okay, so topics aren't set in stone. If you find that something you put out there isn't working, go for something else. Do research. Do trending topics if that's your thing. Um, check out again the topics that you care to talk about and see if they're up there and see if a lot of people are into it. See if you see a lot of chatter going on about it. See if you see a lot of videos popping up about it. That's helping me. And I believe it could help you. If nothing else, it's an idea and something to explore, right? And then leave yourself some room for adjustment. Okay? Anyone can get it. And I love that saying. There's a guy on YouTube. I forget his name, but I sure enough follow him. And once I figure out his name, I will come back and reference it. But anyone can get it, and that's the absolute doggone truth. Okay. Anyone can get it. Don't limit yourself. Go, listen, get out there. I love seeing all them success stories from the $5 to the $50,000. I don't care what it is you're making. The point that you are getting something for something that you just sat down and created and that you did, like, oh my gosh, I made that. Oh my gosh, somebody liked that. Oh my gosh, somebody subscribed to my page. Oh my gosh, somebody left a comment. Let me go check out that comment. And prayerfully the days will come for everyone where your comments are so strong you got to do them comments on a schedule, but right now while they sitting up there and you at 10 subscribers, 20 subscribers, 6 subscribers, 4 subscribers, whatever it is that you got, whoever talking in there, go on. Go on and respond, get some kind of conversation going. Let's get some traction going. Like I like that, idea. And don't forget, support each other, support one another. It's nothing wrong with supporting each other. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this for now. And I thank you because this did go a little longer than I thought it was going to go. I do try to keep them a little bit shorter, just for the sake of the people that I actually know. But I do know that sometimes what you have to say will vary outside of that little range and pocket that you gave for yourself. Don't limit yourself. Do what flows right, do what works best for you, and then you go from there. Okay. So until next video, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If anything resonated with you and you want to follow me on my journey, I appreciate you and I'll be glad to have you. And also, I will go check you out as well. Let me know in the comments that you did, that you subscribed. Let me go on over and help you and subscribe to you too. Okay. And also flow through your videos and listen and see what you got going on, because this is how we all help to support each other. I'm looking forward to this journey. I'm feeling so much better in it. And I know that it's only going to get better, as I keep going along and going into it. So thank you all so much. Until next video, take care.